Hey guys, good morning. I just woke up, as you could probably tell, and I figured I would do some filming today, and the first thing I'm going to be filming is a first impressions on the NYX Invincible Fullest Coverage Foundation. Whew! I heard this is supposed to be a dupe for the Estee Lauder Double Wear, which I absolutely freaking love. So what I'm gonna do, because I apply all my foundations with a beauty blender, so no matter what, I'm gonna be using a beauty blender on both sides of the face today. I just think it looks really good and natural that way. So that's what I'm going to be doing, but I'm going to be doing one side primed and one side not primed to see if it makes a difference. And I'm going to use my favorite primer, which is the NYX Hydra Touch Primer. So 2 NYX products. Woo! So my right side is going to be my prime side and my left side is going to be my unprimed side. This is going to be weird. Not putting it on my whole side. Also, another reason why I'm only using a beauty blender and I'm not doing like one side brush and one side beauty blender is because I legitimately never use a brush for my foundation. I use it sometimes for BB cream, but never for foundation. Although I am going to be doing a first impressions on the e.l.f. Serum Foundation soon. And for that one, I decided that I'm not going to do primer, but I'm going to do half with the beauty blender and half with a brush. Just because it is a serum foundation, so it shouldn't need a primer, per se. Because like I said, my favorite is the Hydra Touch, and I only use it for hydration purposes. But yeah, so anyway, this is in the shade Ivory. That is generally my shade. Oh geez, it's coming out. But it looks like it might be a little dark. We'll see. Oh geez. So that's how much I'm gonna put for just this minute. And I'm gonna blend. Oh my god. So just going off of what I'm seeing, it's blending pretty nicely. This is on the primed side, so it is definitely matte, so I can see why they would say it's a dupe for the Estee Lauder. But as for full coverage, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to say yes. I think this is pretty dang full coverage, but I don't think it's as full coverage as the Estee Lauder. And I just keep having it pour out. I'm gonna put some under my eyes because the dark circles are real today. Maybe it is kind of full coverage. I mean, that covered up my under eye circle pretty well. So let's go on the unprimed side. This is less than an ounce of foundation, but they pack it full. So I think it's just more like packaging error, and they should have done better packaging. Okay, so I will say on the unprimed side, it seems to be having a little more trouble blending out. And then we'll put that up here. Before I make a move. Ugh. That ear, so itchy. So yeah, definitely harder time on the side that's not primed. I'm just gonna bring it down my neck a little to make it all even. And like I said, without the primer, it does blend a little rougher. So hopefully this doesn't look too awful. But, like I said, on the actual prime side, it does feel nice. It does have some tackiness, so it might have to be something that needs to be set. We'll have to see. We'll see if the tackiness goes away, because sometimes it does, and if it does, then you don't need to set it. But I definitely have to say, I think that's some pretty full coverage there. I'm just gonna put a little bit under my eye like I did on the other side. But like I said, I think this definitely needs a primer, because it is rough blending it out with that one. Like, notice how I'm still working on this side, and this side just looks flawless and amazing. That part's itchy though, so I'm just gonna pounce on it so I don't ruin it, but get rid of the itchiness. So as I kind of expected, on the non-prime side of my face, it's starting to get a little cakey. I did expect that because I do have some very dry skin, and even with the Estee Lauder, unless I use the NYX Hydra Touch underneath, it's going to look cakey. So I don't know if you can tell, but on this side, it looks nice and flawless, and on this side, you can already see some creasing. So definitely gonna need to make sure I prime under this from now on. So, but the tackiness seems to be going away, which is nice. So let me just go in and finish off my face makeup, and I shall be back. Alright, I'm back. My makeup is finished. I just finished setting my face. If this look does look familiar, it is because I just filmed my dupe or dud video on the Naked and the CoverGirl palettes. But I did want to say, once again, I wanted to give you a quick update on the foundation. Once again, I do want to point out, like I said, this side is primed, this side is not. The unprimed side is getting a little bit cakier faster, especially in my smile lines. That's 10 where I get to get cakey pretty fast. And the unprimed side definitely got cakey faster. This side still looks pretty decent, but as you can see, like this side I kind of look like a grandma in this section. Like, can you see it? So we'll see what the lasting power is throughout the day and everything. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, so I'm just doing a check-in. So as a reminder, I primed this side with my NYX Hydra Touch primer, and this side is unprimed. It's been about 4 hours, right? Yeah, 4 hours, because I did this. I applied it at 1 o'clock, and it's now like 5, right? Oh no, it's almost 6, so it's been about 5 hours. One thing I've noticed, like I said before, is this side is a lot cakier than this side, but this side is getting cakey too, don't get me wrong. I think with the right setting spray it would have been better. The e.l.f. one is just more for feel good and getting rid of the powderiness. I think if I had used my Urban Decay one, it would have been better. But as you can see in the footage, it's really defining all my texture right here and right here. And up here just feels very dry. And if I come in closer, you can see all of my dry patches, which isn't really that great of a look. Don't get me wrong, I think it's a beautiful foundation, but I definitely think I need to, because I did not moisturize my face this morning before I put it on, so I think in addition to the NYX Hydra Touch primer, I do need to moisturize in the morning before I use this. I think once I do that, my face would look very nice with this foundation. But I would definitely say I think it's more for special occasions and not every day. Granted, this is me we're talking about, and I'll probably still use it for every day because I'm crazy. But, so yeah, it's okay. I'll come in with one last check-in right before I go to bed and take it off. But yeah, as of right now, that's pretty much all I have to say. Is this side's doing worse than this side. It's showing a lot of my texture and all my dry patches, and it feels very tight up here. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, so it's 8 o'clock at night, and I just really need to take this makeup off. The whole unprimed side of my face feels so tight and crackly, and even the prime side is starting to as well. So definitely next time I wear this, I'm going to have to moisturize, Hydra Touch, and then this. But I do think that overall, it stayed. Like, I'm touching my face, it's not coming off. So definitely good. To remove it, I am going to use my Ultra Light Cleansing Oil by Neutrogena. I normally don't use this. I normally use makeup wipes like the Simple Micellar wipes. But my face is just so dry, I think I need it. That, and I have some waterproof mascara on that I think this would be able to take it off with, hopefully, because I hate days worth of mascara residue. But I just wanted to do my last check-in. I do think this foundation is really nice, but for those of you with dry skin like I do myself, you need to do the proper moisturization methods first and not just a very hydrating primer, because the NYX Hydra Touch primer is very hydrating. Even with the Estee Lauder one, that's all I need, but this one, you need a little bit more. But that's all I have to say, and I'll talk to you guys later. Mwah.